So thank you guys all for coming to this 2024 Vision Board Creation Workshop. We did this workshop last week and it was so powerful and so amazing. And then some people said that they couldn't make it and if we could do it again. So Mimi and I decided that we were going to do it again. And so the way that the flow will work will be Mimi will lead us in a short visualization meditation. And then I will lead you in some journaling prompts. So you can take notes on your computer or you can take notes on your notebook, whatever it works best for you. And then we will use Pinterest at the end to actually kind of research, and I'll show you how to do that too. So I'm going to stop sharing right now and put the view on speaker, and Mimi, lead us away. You're muted, Mimi.
Apologize. Can I share the audio, Farhana?
Yes. So I just do all participants sharing?
Yeah, that's fine. That'll be good.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. One moment, please. Is everyone able to hear the music? Can you give me a thumbs up? Welcome to this beautiful manifestation, visualization, meditation. Please flutter down the eyes if that's comfortable for you, or keep a soft gaze. And gently placing one hand on the heart and one hand on the belly, if that feels comforting. And if it doesn't, you can always leave your palms right, your hands rather, right where they are. Start to bring the awareness to the breath. Concentrating on the belly hand. Invite you to breathe deeply in through the nose to fill up the belly, allowing it to expand like a balloon. As you exhale, you relax. Meditation, I'll invite you to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. This is instant presence. Step one. All you have to do is notice the flow, the temperature, the texture of the air as it enters the nostril. It fills the belly like a balloon. And as you exhale, you relax. And as we tap into this meditative state, we feel relaxed yet totally aware, awake. And I invite you now to call on your imagination, your creative force. You can release the hands down onto the knees if you'd like. You can bring all of your intention now to the mind's eye. I invite you to think of the mind's eye as a projector today. As we project a movie screen of the mind. And on this movie screen, there are characters. And each character, maybe it's one to begin, embodies the skills, talents, habits, emotions, and resources that you need to take massive action for your vision of the future. Take just a couple of seconds here to imagine and create this avatar or avatars. And they can be from people of the past, historical figures, grand musicians, leaders, spiritual advisors, gods and goddesses of the flesh. And perhaps this avatar is you when everything was in flow, wearing your best, feeling your best, doing your best. Once you have this scene in your mind, it's okay if it doesn't come. It's okay. But we're just beginning. Once you have this scene in your mind, I would like for you to teleport yourself into the scene. You are now in the scene, surrounded by all of the characters that embody the characteristics, the habits, and the skills and resources that you need to take massive action for your vision of the future. And now, envision a table. And it's a big, grand table that you might see in a conference room or in a banquet hall, or made of wood or metal or crystal or glass, whatever suits you. This is your table, and there are chairs around the table. And in each chair sits one of your characters that embodies the feelings, the skills, the resources that you need to take massive action for your vision of the future. And you are also sitting at this table now. Let's breathe deeply in through the nose. And as you exhale, you relax and you surrender yourself to this position, into your chair, into your throne, at this table of your Supreme Council. And in this Supreme Council, each and every one of these avatars, these characters, these skills, these resources that you need are here to support you. And I would like for you in your mind's eye to look around the table and everyone is smiling at you. It is now your duty to fulfill this vision of the future with the support of your Supreme Council. You're not on this mission alone. These are the characters, the characteristics, the feelings, and the resources that are going to fuel the massive action needed to fulfill the vision of the future. Let's breathe in deeply through the nose. And as you exhale, relax. And the last portion of this visualization is to embody the feeling of what it would be like if your vision of the future was happening right now. Don't think about it, feel it. How would it feel to be on stage giving your presentation? to be making music for every hotel, to be having clients all over the world coming to the meetings, to our events, together, smiling, and so much gratitude for the service that you have provided. You made it, you did it. How does that feel? And on the next breath in, everybody, I'd like for you to raise your hands up over your head, big, wide open. And when your hands come together at the top, you can clap them together and just rub your hands together. The energy, a little bit of friction, a little bit of heat. And as we generate the heat, we can rub the hands a little bit faster and a little bit faster. And eventually we'll stop and we feel the electromagnetic charge that is held between our palms. This is your prana, this is your life force. This is your energy. And I invite you now to take the left palm, place it over your heart, and slam the right hand right over the left, slamming all of that beautiful energy from not just you, but now your Supreme Council into your heart space. Because as we know, when all of the other layers go, we're left with the heart. And as we gather here in community today, we can amplify our manifestation, our visualization, and our vision for the future with the power of the group. Let's take a breath in. And an open mouth exhale out. Awesome. We can release the hands. Take out the wrists, everybody. Open the shoulders, open the eyes. Give me one moment here. And just coming back, just taking a second before we get started to kind of come back into this realm. Visualization can be very difficult. If it's something that you're working on, sometimes the hardest thing to do is actually to see what we want for the future. And I think that today's workshop is going to be so powerful in creating a actual visual that we can bring into our mind's eye. And I hope that what you got from this short, condensed meditation is perhaps a picture of yourself sitting at this table with your support and your light. And some of you guys are at my Supreme Council table. You guys pop in. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mimi. That was amazing. I loved it. I think every single time that I've ever experienced a visualization meditation, I'm like, yes, I got this with you. I'm like, yeah, let's do this. And just to let you guys know that Mimi leads a breathwork community every Wednesday at 8 a.m. Eastern time. I think most of you are on East Coast. And then so 7 a.m. Central. So
thank you, guys.
Everyone, grab your notebook or your notes in your computer, and we will get started. Oops, now I'm on the wrong page.
Because you're living in the future, girl. Yes. I did that to you. It's not it's not your fault. It's my fault. I'm sorry.
So Sonia actually shared this with our group, and I thought that it was really powerful, and I wanted to kind of start this off. And this is not necessarily something you need to journal, but when you're thinking about things, I think sometimes we think about wealth being one area. Sonia, did you want to share anything about this?
Yeah, I'll just say that the original definition of wealth is the condition of well-being. So when we really can apply that to, okay, personal life, relationships, our self-relationship, our spiritual life, our business, our money, our health, right? All those different areas. And think about, okay, what does the ultimate well-being look like in each of those? It's not about being in perfect balance necessarily, but it's about being aware of what does that mean for you, and kind of taking that lens of like, okay, the goal is to bring all these areas to their version of well-being, and that will bring me my ultimate wealth. So that's my invitation for everyone to think about as we're visioning and goal setting, is really like, your ultimate wealth is going to look very specific to you and what it means for you to be fully holistically in well-being.
Yes, I love that. I think some of us sometimes think about it just being in like one area. Like if, maybe if you asked me a couple of years ago when what I thought wealth was, it was like, okay, I need to have this amount of money coming into the bank. But, there's all these other areas of our life that we want to have well-being in too. So I loved that. Thank you for sharing. So our first journal prompt is think about who you are in 2024. How do you show up in your personal life and business? So I really like this because we get to step in and create who we are and who we show up in the world as. So I'm going to put 2 minutes on my timer. So just get writing and the timer will go off and let us know when it's time to move on. Would anybody like to share briefly one of the things that they'd like to show up as in 2024? And feel free to just kind of shout something out.
I've published my book on grief.
So you're showing up as a #1 best-selling author.
Ah, gotcha. Gotcha.
We like that, right?
Yeah, we like that.
Okay, awesome. Anybody else want to share?
I will say, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, after you.
Yeah, so I will show up as supportive of my community, and by my community, it's not only like I live in a condominium, so trying to support like people of different ages with their wellness, so through activities and meditation as well. So and this year I'm dedicating part of my time to help them as well.
Awesome. Cheyenne?
a person with empathy. So it's like I'm a creative empath. I make people feel good, particularly through sound.
Awesome. Love that. So I've done this exercise. This is my third time doing this exercise now. And one of the things that I just included was that I bring the Zen, that I can be that container for Zen no matter what is going on. And really standing in that and not letting all of the stuff on the outside really affect me. So that's how I want to show up. So next is, what does a day in your ideal life look like from start to finish? And of course, this can change, throughout the days, and maybe there's times where you're going to be on vacation mode or whatever, but in an ideal day, where do you feel the most abundant, the most productive, the most well? So I'll put 2 minutes on the clock. Would anybody like to share what an ideal day looks like for them?
I'm free, flowing with ease and grace as I require.
Flowing with ease and grace is what she said. Anybody else?
I'd like to start waking up at 5 o'clock again, which I did for a long time.
Nice. Anybody else?
Yeah,
I
same.
would. 5 o'clock. Wow. I would like to get up at 7 o'clock every morning. That would be really good. I would like to do yoga stretches every single morning after meditation.
Nice. Some of the things that I put in, which is a whole thing, but some of the things that I want to do is take the top 3 areas of business tasks that is going to move my business forward and complete those. So of course we have a whole task list, but taking those 3, even if they're the tough areas, but really taking 3 areas that I can move the business forward and accomplishing those 3 things each day, as well as spending 1 hour connecting with potential clients. And so that doesn't mean I have to do sales calls, but just checking in also. And so I think sometimes we think that we have to do all of this aggressive marketing, but a part of it is us just having personal check-ins with people and seeing what's going on and what they're needing and showing up. So next, What are your gifts? Write kind words to your soul. So last time Mimi said, this should be your whole full page.
Yeah, we need the big journal for this one, you guys. The big one.
Okay. I want everyone to share one adjective. So I wrote that I am considerate. Cheyenne, what about you?
A listener.
Nice. Mimi?
Very kind.
Nice. Elena?
Optimism.
What did you say?
Optimism. I'm
Hey,
very optimistic.
you are. I love that. Sonia?
Caring.
Yes, love that. Sarika?
Loving.
Yes, love that. Eileen?
I can really see what's missing.
Yes, I love that. Abigail?
Well, I'm empathetic.
Nice, love that. So, oops, I'm going the wrong direction. So at the end of 2024, what accomplishments are you most proud of? And this can be in any area of your life. So I'm going to set the timer. Okay. Who would like to share one of the accomplishments that they'd be most proud of at the end of this year?
Everything in my 2 storage units, all of my possessions, since I sold my home, they've had a place to live. They've either been sold or moved, but the storage units are empty.
Nice. Anybody else?
I said embracing my new normals, which is both life and business in terms of parenthood and also some of the new directions I'm taking in my business that feel wild and exciting and just different from what I've been doing, and just letting all of it be embraced.
Awesome. Anybody else?
I'm most proud of having Maison Palo Santo in every Westin across the nation. So one in each state, all 50 states. Or how many are there now? 51, 52, whatever. 53. I made my own state.
Are we creating all more Puerto Rico? Are we counting that yet?
That's what I mean. I'm only in the islands. I got to get to the mainland. You know what I mean? Like, let's come over here. Yes.
One of mine is to buy a home in Houston Woodlands area. Anybody else want to share?
I think just being able to fully have a healthy couple of streams of income while making a difference and, you know, making people feel great and making a difference and people on knowing what I do and valuing my worth.
Nice, awesome. So our next question is, how does it feel when you have accomplished those accomplishments? Or how does it feel when you've achieved those accomplishments? Anyone want to share how they feel to achieve those accomplishments? Sarika?
I wrote down that I feel aligned in my purpose and meaning, and I feel grateful, thankful, and loving.
I love that. Anyone else?
I feel, I don't know if it's a feeling, but what came up was self-respect
Mm-hmm.
and powerful. And I feel supported. the things that I've gotten done, I couldn't do alone and didn't do alone.
Nice. I love that. I wrote content and grounded, and I feel abundant light, strength, and joy. And some more things.
Lovely.
So now we're going to create. So I want you guys all to get onto a Pinterest board, and we're going to create. So I'm gonna hop over to Pinterest right now. So basically, all of the things that you created as your goals, all of the things that you wrote as feelings. So in a general search on Pinterest, you can go in, and even if it's like contentment or peace or whatever that looks like do a search for that. So like if I search joy, and if any of these, so there's a bunch of quotes. So if any of these resonate, you can use quotes on your board. So you want to create a vision board, and then save some of the things to it. So if you envision more time with your family, if you envision, waking up early and meditating, so maybe look up meditating. So we're going to put 5 minutes on the clock, and you guys can feel free to chit chat during this time as well. But create the things. And so I'll show you kind of my vision board and what I put on here. So I have like lots of different things. I have some quotes, I have some images of work things, of personal things, retreats, community things, speaking at events. So a lot of different things. So I have personal and professional. So 5 minutes and we will circle back.
Elena, did you go to Pinterest?
Yeah, I just follow the link, but I don't have any account. So do I have to create an account?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I don't never use in my life Pinterest. So new to this.
Yeah, it's easy to sign up. You could just put your email and create it. They're all free. We have about, we'll give you 1 more minute. Okay. So, does anyone want to share their board? So get your board prompted up there. I'll go over mine really quickly. So I'd like to have more clients where I'm doing branding and website stuff for. I'm building out their funnels, a bridal shower and a bachelorette party and a wedding. I'd like to do more retreats. I think I want to do more workshops where I'm actually playing crystal sound bowls and kind of bringing people together just to kind of build community and connection. I'm trying to love Houston. And I would like to work on, I want to create a co-working space that has places for facilitators to rent rooms or have permanent offices and or rent the whole space. I'd like to create more prayer and spirituality. I would like to do more real estate, buy a home, do more branding for people, and have really plan out our year of retreats. I'd like to get pregnant and have a baby. So yeah, that's what and do more speaking events as well. So who would like to share? And I'm going to stop sharing. Anybody want to share their board?
I'll share mine because mine's very short.
Okay.
Um,
Mind you, this is my third time doing it. And when I was creating the template, I also did it. So my fourth time. That's why I was
nice. Yeah, I just kind of started this. I forgot that I had a Pinterest account. So like 11 years ago. So I just created something pretty simple. You know, I'm speaking into abundance, but as you were saying, a very important point, it's about wellness. So, you know, I really want to eat more healthy. I love to cook. Music and food, they're my passion. So, you know, definitely eating healthy. Um, you know, I have a crowd of people here, which is sort of, you know, just I want people to just have a good time, have a vibe, experience wellness when they're listening to a playlist or my music or my mixes or just anything in general. I love to make people feel good. Similar to you, I definitely at some point would like to own a condo or a townhouse in Panama. I love this place. I don't want to leave, but I have to enjoy my remainder of time until May. Kind of have like a hotel lobby and a library creative space. But as a music curator, I just want to keep curating and providing music for spaces that people can really enjoy and experience, and continuing to collect records. You know, it's going to be obviously my life is music. And then, of course, just a healthy, prosperous, but very healthy spiritual life. And yeah, that's kind of just bright, and continue my journey in my faith, be closer to God, and just magnify and just have everybody surrounding me feeling good.
Nice.
That's all.
So our next journal prompt is, what is your mantra for 2024? So it can be a couple words, it could be a sentence, it could be one word. So think about what your mantra is. So I'm going to put 1 minute on the clock. Does anyone want to share their mantra? So
Yes, I am listening.
I am listening. Okay, nice.
I'd love to share my board too.
Okay. I wrote, I'm powerful, grounded growth with ease, grace, and joy.
I wrote, I'm a boss.
I'm a what?
I'm a boss because I need to be in charge more and stop doing. I'm a boss. I'm a boss. But not in a bad way, just in a good way.
Anybody else want to share?
Live in the full power of my potential.
Nice.
Unapologetically, yeah.
Sarika said, focus on the opposite of tension and the exhale. Nice. Growing and flowing. Nice. Love that. Eileen, you want to share your board? Your board?
Sure. Let's see here how to do that.
Share your screen.
Share the screen. Share screen. Share screen. Okay. So I use Google Images and PowerPoint, which is very easy. So the yoga meditation is off on the right, top right.
We can all see it. You can just tell us.
What?
We can see it. You can just tell us.
Oh, right. Sorry, got it. And then, yes, and then people lined up to sign the book. I am leading courses and trainings, especially to train people to do the forgiveness process. Our home is in wonderful shape. Might not look exactly like that. I am a pastor of a church, which is actually going to be true, and peace and contentment with what is.
Nice.
That's it. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
So our next, next week we are going, let me share my screen really quickly. So next week we're going to discuss goals. So we're going to pick 2 to 3 goals that are measurable and achievable. And what we're going to do is break down these goals for the year. So next week, so we're going to be doing weekly Thursday at noon workshops, and they're going to be workshops. So not just like somebody speaking, but like actually doing. And so for the next 2 weeks, we're going to take our goals and break them down throughout the year. So if, we want to, if I want to have 2,000 new members in the community, how many people do I need to get every month? And what activities do I need to do to get that? And then breaking it down by every week. Because I think it's awesome to have all these big goals, but then to actually break them down so that we get actionable steps and measurable results as well. And so for the next 2 weeks on these sessions, we're going to be kind of breaking those down and then also sharing them with the community and also getting each other's support. So if there is an actionable step, and maybe it's a collaboration, you don't know how to actually achieve that. In these 2 sessions, we're going to kind of have an opportunity to make requests, but also really take time to work on that. And I know for me that I always say, oh yeah, I'm going to plan it all out. And I just get busy with all of the work, normal life stuff. But I think that now that we're setting aside this very specific time, it will be